I'm buying some time for the arrival of a straight mute, everybody. This is the Wind Orchestra, the top ensemble. We're going to play a wind band piece by a very celebrated composer who was with us only briefly, right at the peak of his career. He passed in kind of a freak accident. He's a university professor and a great composer, John Barnes Chance. So he only wrote a handful of pieces for band, but they're all staples in the repertoire and will remain so for a long time, I'm sure. This piece, Blue Lake is an arts camp like Idlewild or Interlochen that our All-State tuba player Quinn White attended this summer. And years ago in the late 60s, early 70s, Barnes Chance was the composer in residence there and then wrote this piece. What was interesting about it is when it went to publishing, for the musicians out there, you'll notice that the piece is definitely written in a wacky mixed meter. There's lots of different metric fields in it. The whole thing is scored in 4/4, and the story goes that he was counseled by the publishers, because this is about 1970 and band music did not have mixed meters in it very often. He was counseled, well, no school bands will buy this piece if they see all those mixed meters, just write it in 4. Which makes it, when we go back to rehearse it now, we have to like kind of pull apart the score and like actually talk about what the meters actually do. You'll see it's all over the place, but it's all written in 4, even with all the crazy rhythms that they had to play. So they rehearsed great and learned the whole matrix of how he actually wrote the piece. So did I buy enough time? Do we have everybody? Coolio. All right, we'll take a pitch and we'll be with you on Blue Lake. Really fun to work with these talented musicians. We have some All-State musicians I'd like to recognize, and we've added to their number, I believe. Am I correct on that? So, could the All-State musicians please stand up? All of y'all? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 now. Lucas, right now. Lucas on percussion. An All-State every year of his high school career. Claire and Rick on clarinet. The aforementioned Quinn on tuba, and then we just found out that an opening came available, and the next on the audition list was Victoria. So she'll also be going to All-State as well. So how many of you have been to a staging of the Nutcracker? Not that many? So I was surprised to learn that a lot of the students didn't know this music. And it's become sort of synonymous with holiday times. The interesting thing about the Nutcracker and Tchaikovsky is that when it was originally composed and staged, it was kind of panned. People didn't like it, thought it was childish, didn't want it. And now, then it was revived by Americans in the 20th century. It's become this, holiday staple now of ballet and fun, and it's just tremendous music. So it's really fun to put together these 6 recognizable dances from the Nutcracker suite with these musicians. everyone. Great to see you. One thing that's marvelous about Westlake that has not been true at every stop of mine teaching school band is how well attended and well received the concerts are. So thank you for supporting your student musicians so ardently, and it shows in their playing. You have to sit down, you got one more. So that was great fun to put together. I hope you enjoyed that. So we leave you now with what better to get us going off in the evening in December than in California than a sleigh ride. Please welcome Mr. Ray back to the stage. Thank you.
Thank you so much for coming out and enjoying the music and supporting music. It's so great to see everybody here. Hope you enjoyed. Have a great holiday season. And we'll see you next year.